get a few more. Why has my man got my foot? Look at my man, bro.
SLD's tapped, man. He does it to me. He does it to you now. He's done it to Kenny. He's one of them.
Fair,
He just tapped, man. He's got a screw loose,
fair
man. I
enough.
know him.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So for me, Lewis-Skelly, I'd like to see him play in midfield a little bit, but again, not really, like, my decision. So I don't think he should be, or rather, anyone should be concerned that he's going to be leaving. That definitely isn't the case. So non-story.
And God forbid, yeah, but like and I don't know the validity of this, but apparently Calafiori's picked up a hip issue. We hope he's all right, but this is why you need competition. And for me, Amenyah, like, I think people want to have their cake and eat it. You can't talk about competitive squads and then start crying when man are not playing. Granted, yeah. Like, granted, if our form was inconsistent, if we was doing the Liverpool thing at this moment in time, then I think, all right, there's claims to give other people a chance in it. But man, I'm not putting a foot wrong, and I'm not being funny. As you said there, Miles Lewis-Skelly's done bloody fantastic. Like, to have over 50 games playing for this club, to get capped at 19, to do what he did against Real Madrid, the PSGs, to do the whole Haaland thing, it's great. But again, life's not going to be like that. The reality is you're competing with international footballers signed for big money. Calafiori, I'm not saying he should be ahead of you, because I don't really care who plays left back, but he should. He's more experienced than you. He's an Italian international. In theory, he should be. But when you get your chance, just take it. And he ain't put a foot wrong in the champs. He has only played 87 minutes of Premier League football. But going back to what Amenyah said, yeah, if you just do the maths, we've played 11 Premier League games, probably about 14 in all comps. We've been dealing with injuries since the start. We've seen elements, even when we've won, that there's been fatigue and all of these kind of things. We need a squad. And even in central midfield, like, I'm sorry, but I still think we need an 8 and a 6. Granted, when everyone's fit, if everyone's fit, it looks like there's a lot of depth, which is true. But Declan Rice looks a bit spent on occasions. I think we could do with a bit of a different profile in 8. Take nothing away from Rice. I want to see him there. And I know we've got Norgard, but maybe another 6. But I'm going off topic. In conclusion, like somebody said in the chat, it's ad revenue. It's, it's international break. They're probably, it's not just our club. They're probably looking at who isn't playing football. Oh my God, they're gonna leave. They're gonna do this, that, and the third, man. So let's not worry about Miles Lewis-Skelly. Of course, I want to see him play football. I want to see him get called up and all of these kind of things. The same says for Wanyeri, but this is the reality of a big club. Only 11 man can start. Make sure Arteta don't leave you out in it. Smash the like button, people, and make sure you're subscribing to Amenyah. The stuff is in the title. Do not be lazy. Keep joining the discussion. I want to go back to Sunderland, like, not to make anyone vex. Big up Ballard because he did score against us and things of that ilk. Yeah, I wanted to do player ratings, man. Let me zoom in so everyone can kind of see. Yeah, what number are you giving David Raya?
Oof.
Out of 10. There's no half ratings as well.
Yeah. Oh, so just pure numbers, yeah?
Yeah, I don't want to hear 6.5, 5.5, all that statistic stuff.
Okay.
All numbers.
All right, then. 7.
Fair. Yeah, he fucked up.
I think he had a good game that would have been worth like an 8, or you said no halves, but maybe in between that and a 9. But then I think the goal that you consider, the second one in particular, I think that is quite a lot on him. So that's why
when you come out, you got to make it. But you saved us. Like, you saved us. I don't agree with the chat 4 and 5. That's like moving like a man's dropping clangers, man.
No. 7 is like good.
That's emotional, Sadiq.
Yeah, and the thing is, bro, every player on here then will be a 4 because every player will make a mistake on the pitch. It just so happens that for a goalkeeper, when you make a mistake, you're picking the ball from the back of your net. So you cannot now go and say everyone there is like a 4 because they misplaced a pass or they mistimed the tackle.
And I disagree with that about costing us the game, because if you want to really do that, we all have to take responsibility. I'm not even trying to draw out Arteta, but Arteta, we've all considered that maybe there was tired legs. You could have maybe been a bit more proactive and changed things. Football's decided in both ends. If I'm completely honest, I know Saka got the goal. Trossard's the only one in the attacking ranks that I thought, wow, was amazing. Numerous players had chances that they didn't bag, whether it was unlucky or not. Obviously, if you go and watch those goals back, we're focusing on David Raya and stuff. But there's one that Eze lost the ball, I'm sure. Declan Rice didn't follow runners. That Gabriel maybe could have even done better. Yeah, Raya's in no man's land. But at the same time, there's several sequences of play. Raya has to hold that. And even that, you can't give Raya a 4 because I know he's made that mistake. But how many times in the game did he save us? So then where are we going with it? I think that's reactionary. Even if you consider he made a mistake. A 4? I'm going with a 6 for Raya still. Like, I would have given you a 7, but for me, that goal you conceded or being out of your area, I have to take 1 mark back if that makes sense. So 6, big up Raya. You've saved us better times, man. And to be fair, Raya's probably rusty. He ain't played no games for this football club in the last few weeks. So Raya saved us, man. It is what it is. Jury and Timber.
You know what is strange? Like the whole back line, I think they were pretty calm, except for just 2 moments where they did not defend their box. So that's why it's a difficult one to really assess them. It wasn't as though, again, I mean, Sunderland, they scored with their
half ratings. Go on, Amenyah.
They scored with their first shot, right? So that's why it's tough to like give defenders a rating for this one. And again, I don't think we really played bad. Like I would really, to save you time, I would just give all the defenders, again, like a 6 or a 7. I don't think anybody was a standout per se, and nobody
6 across the back line for me as well.
Yeah, like nothing. It's hard to judge them because they've conceded 2 goals, isn't it? But then into the midfield, I would say Zubimendi again. The reason why this one is techie is because he gave away the free kick for the goal. You could argue it's not a free kick, but at the same time, he did give it away. He hit the bar, very unlucky. So it's really and truly, everyone was about a similar level, except Trossard was much better, and then Saka and Eze were quieter than, let's say, average. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'd give Zubimendi. Go on.
No. Basically, everyone would be like a similar, like 6. The thing is, if I say 6 alls, they're gonna do 6, whatever. But my point being, that kind of rating is what I'd give them. Then like Trossard can have a little 8, and then.
Oh, I think you're harsh on Trossard there.
What?
I can't lie, I give Trossard a 9, you know, maybe even a 10. Like actually, because I remember like even the watch along I said, I felt like we was a lot more like relevant down the left-hand side. I actually think Trossard was very good. Forget his goal. I actually think he was, obviously I can't forget his goal. He scored a flipping screamer in it, really. But I think Trossard was good, man. I would have given him an 8, but I'd give him an 8 plus a bonus point for bagging. I'd give him a 9, you know. Like
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, but it's just again the first half, nothing was really
here. His dons were there.
That's what I'm saying, though. Trossard was like above, and then everyone else was in there. And the weird thing is, Saka got his goal, but you could say that was like his quietest game. So I think you give Saka the 7 regardless because he got the goal that was very important.
6 plus the bonus point.
Yeah, back in the game.
Or could you even say 5 for Saka because it goes against him because of the standards, but 5 for Saka, bonus point for bagging 6.
Yeah, and at the same time as well, like there was a chance he had on his left foot, if you remember, before the goal. Like he dragged it wide. So it wasn't a great game, but again, if you're gonna get the goal and drive it home with your right foot like that, it was a really, really important goal because going 1-0 to Sunderland, again, all the talk about is it gonna be corners, free kicks? How are you gonna get a goal now, fellas? Like it wasn't looking like we were gonna, create much when they scored initially. Then we started again clicking into gears. So that's why I say one of the most confusing games to give player ratings for.
It's confusing because in the second half, there was obviously without the obvious things that led to the narratives we're at. So let me just say, like, probably, I know you said earlier, like the kind of closing stages of the first half, but I'm focusing on the second half. I think the first 15, maybe 20, maybe I don't know how it would all fall. I think there was elements of us playing not out of our skin, but out of our skin. And then it was one of them games, innit? When there's been 4 goals conceded, there's maybe the 20 minutes here, Sunderland were better than us, we were better than them. So yeah, for me, like you said in conclusion, Trossard's the standout. I'd give Rice a 6, to be honest with you. You can give him a bonus point for it you know what? I'd give Rice a 7, you know. I think he dug deep in the second half.
Yeah, and he slightly made the goal as well. Like he made the goal for me. The first one.
I think Zubimendi was mustard. I know he gave away the free kick. I think he did his thing in that game. I'd probably give him a 7, but 6, because you can't have the same as Rice. You weren't below your teammates, but a 6 still didn't see much as man.
Yeah, to me, 6 is like you're decent. Like you were not like cold or anything. 6 is just like decent. Like you done all right. You know what I mean? That's what I'd say is my 6. 8 is no. I'm not going for 8.
Where you at with this? Saka, poor 5, missed so many chances. I'd bench him for 3 games.
I mean, I know Arsenal. I don't know if he's an Arsenal fan. I don't know if it's just like.
Nah, he is.
He's an Arsenal fan. Okay,
so 3 games would be North London Derby, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea. Good luck,
man. Enjoy Ethan Waneri. Big up his thing. Enjoy him playing on the right wing or something. Whoever you want there, because you're gonna bench Saka for 3 games and then be begging for him to come on at half time. All 3 of those games, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. And his goal was top. His goal was top. His goal was top. Take nothing
Yeah.
away from Saka. And you know what? That's the weirdest thing in that. I look at the Fulham game. You obviously never scored, but I think that was one of the best kind of moments I've seen from Saka this year. He's still getting into the groove of things. And then obviously he bagged against Sunderland. You were indifferent in it, like the majority of the team. You were indifferent. But the one thing I'll give Saka in the last two games, I know he bagged the penalty and obviously scored in this. The last time you was here, best person to have again. Like we said, yo, we need some numbers, Saka now. Like we know you're gonna do it, but number settings now and
Yeah.
two in somewhat two. You're doing what needs to be done. Only Mascara came on. I mean, you didn't have there's not really a rating in it. You weren't on the pitch long enough, really. I know
Yeah.
you've come on and we've conceded, but I wouldn't attribute that to you. I think it's a bit mad. We only use one sub, but it is what it is, Arteta, man. Like I can't go back in time. So that quickly before we carry on, yeah, and we look at the fixtures. Obviously, I watch your content. I've seen everything, but
Mm.
like where you at with Liverpool and City? You know, they played each other. So like
Yeah.
that game and individually and all that stuff and what it means for the title race. And
Yeah. Obviously, the ideal result for everyone was a draw, if not worst case scenario, or not worst case, but next best scenario, I suppose, would have been Liverpool to win, because I look at City since, well, I mean, the Dortmund game was class, and like just the last couple of weeks, City, since inviting Shirky to come and play in the 11, have like a very serious team. Haaland is bagging. Obviously, Doku's now woken up and realized that he can decide to demonstrate a bit of end product. So
cooked
they
them
are,
use.
bro. So they're looking like a very serious team. And naturally, people say that whenever Liverpool win the league, it's normally them kind of running away with it, and then nobody really catches them. They don't really like hunt teams down, if you know what I'm talking about. Whereas City, they can do we're gonna blow everyone out the water and win the league by
And
March,
they can do the
April.
hunting thing,
Or
which
they
we
can
know.
do, we're 5, 6, 7 points behind, and we're gonna come and just close that gap slowly. I'm still hoping that they go to Newcastle and mess up, but again, next couple games now are very, very important, because that 4 points can turn to zero very,
It
very.
could turn to one before we actually play the day after City,
Oh, is
Newcastle
it?
against Spurs.
I didn't even know that was the order of affairs. Then there you go. So yeah,
And that's the thing, Amenyah. Like obviously 4 point. We'll take any gap we can have. One
yeah,
point, 10 million points. Who cares? But we're in November, in it. It's gonna fluctuate and things like that. But that's the thing with me. It feels like City are gonna go. Granted, I had Liverpool as the favourites at the start of the season. I did say there was like cogs in their game and like it's not sustainable how they're winning. But to be fair with them, they were winning. Start of the season, new players, not resting on their laurels, all that kind of jazz. They're quite frankly, they're in disarray at the moment. They're one of the worst coach sides in the Premier League. Off the ball, everything they were doing, the way City were exploiting that channel, like Haaland was standing on Van Dijk, and they were imploring what's his name, Konate and Bradley to have the ball and just picking their moments, and they're gone. So they're in disarray. But people also said this about City really and truly a few weeks ago, like they're not on nothing. Now now Haaland is going to drag them and Pep's going to do his genius stuff. I think Pep said it best, and he's not the first nor the last manager. Nothing's won in October, November, innit? We just need to calm down and keep going. So then that leads me to ask you, yeah, or go over, like, first thing is like, who do you have as the favourites for the Prem? Is it us? Is it still Liverpool? Is it City? Yeah.
Okay. If I have to go percentages, yeah, for who wins this league title, that's how I'll do it. So let's go. I will say, as things stand right now, I would go with like a 40% Arsenal, 30% City. That's what, 70, 15% Liverpool. That's 85, and then the remaining 15, who knows,
You just
mate?
never know what happens in football.
Might be like Chelsea, hey, Sunderland might pull up. You never know. So that's roughly what I'd go with. Obviously, the City one is like very, very reliant on Erling Haaland playing 30, 35 games. If he misses like 10 or 8 games, something like that, I'd feel a lot more confident. But the problem is, this guy looks like he's just the most durable robot of all time now. Like, he's just not getting. Normally, like every season he'll have like a little month or two out, right? Because to be fair, we always know August, September, that guy breaks records every year. No matter how City do, he will go and bag like 15 goals in like October, and then you hope that it kind of peters out and plateaus, if you will. So yeah, City's definitely the biggest concern right now. I must say, I did go from planning my parade outfit. I'm putting that one on hold for now, but 6 points against Spurs and Chelsea, I'll be pre-ordering.
We'll get into that. And I make it right. I don't feel there's a favorite, if I'm completely honest. It might sound like a cop-out, but as I just said there, everybody, well, a lot of people had Liverpool as the favorites, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, we've been presented new information. People kind of writ off City and had them third in this 3-horse race. Some might even have them as the favorites, or just say like they're hunting Arsenal down. Arsenal might slip. You know, people have said Arsenal are not on nothing, handbrake up, Arteta this, their players that. Then we're inevitable. No one can stop us. Now people asking questions. I genuinely think, I couldn't tell you a specific date. I don't know if it will run to the last game of the season and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's quote unquote going to the wire. I hope I'm wrong and we run away with it. But I don't think anybody's running away with anything. And we don't know what spanners are in the works. We don't know what momentum can do, good or bad. We don't know for injuries. Obviously, where Arsenal are concerned, like we ain't got really attackers. Big up Clive Palmer, like he made a great point, bro. And it was like he wasn't questioning Arsenal's mentality, but he was like, we don't know what we're on during the crunch time. We don't know the dynamics during the crunch time. And for me, I'm only going to really take in the league table and any sort of points gap when we're end of April, May. That's when it kind of means something to me, because I still maintain, like, with 20 odd games to go, this is the best time. It's not the best time, but this is the best time to rub out. If you're going to be rubbed, you can salvage the Premier League, as difficult as it might be in Liverpool's case. You still got all the other things to play for. So it is what it is, man. But then that leads me to ask you, yeah, like, obviously I don't want to be that guy in it. I'm not even talking manager in, out, shake it all about. Like, if we don't win the Premier,
next question.
No. Listen.
We don't want to invite that kind of energy into the world.
Fuck that. We're grown people out here. Yeah, fuck that. If we don't win the Premier League, yeah, we're like, do you think we're cursed? Forget manager in, out. Like, do you think we're cursed if we don't win it this year? Because we don't want to be us working for us.
We already are cursed. We are trying to defeat the curse right now. The curse has been there, bro. I told you, I don't know if it was Adebayo banging George or someone done something, and we're trying to break out of it. That's what's the difficult part. So, lo and behold, in May, it will be over. The floodgates will open. Trophy upon trophy upon trophy. We will be there.
And then in August, you know, hopefully we win the big ears and the big domestic ears. August, English Super Cup. We got things to do. Or what do you refer to it as? You do it better than me. I say English Super Cup. You call it some mad thing.
Is the International Super Copa de Anglais.
100%. All of that. Like, all of that. Stop, DG. We are not Tottenham. What do you mean? Like, what? I'm not allowed to think. Listen, I'm not being funny here, but the last 3 years, there's been highs, there's been lows, there's been moments, and we've not got it. I think somebody's cursed us. Do you know, out of the 3 years, yeah, granted, the first year, Jesus is in his first year. Nobody expected it. We're sat in there thinking, well, you know what? Maybe it could be not a Leicester thing, but it might be a little Leicester thing for us. The second year, I was like, it was disappointing because I still didn't think we'd win it, but like it just like we took it to the last game of the season, innit? Last year, I don't know about anyone else. I checked out very early from any fighting for Premier Leagues because we didn't do what we needed to do. This year, it does feel different, and I just think we've got a bloody good fight. I think we've got as much of a chance as anyone in it. So it is what it is. I genuinely think, as I've said to Amenyah before, I can't tell you if Arsenal are going to win the Prem, the Champs, the FA Cup, or the League Cup. I hope we win them all. I hope we win two of them at the very minimum. I hope we win the majors and all of those things. I can't tell you which one, but I can tell you, honestly, in my heart, I think May 2026, our name is etched on some silverware. Like, I genuinely believe that. I think my team has shown me when they're good, they can be very great. We can maneuver at this moment in time when we're not really fully clicking into gear. When things are going wrong, I know it didn't happen against Sunderland, but we get things done. And even Sunderland, you could say things went wrong. And even when we feel like we've lost, we've left with something in it. So that leads me to this one then, man. Like, the fixture calendar list, man. Everyone that's been on the platform, like, it's time now. Why is it not? What's going on here? Oh, there we go. More matches. Okay. I hope everyone in the chat can see. Caring about you lot. Don't forget to subscribe to Amenyah's platform. I mean, my man's just crossed over 50. The next target is 60, 70, 80, 90, and he's doing great things away from everything else. Proud of my lad, man. Proud of my lad. This is the man. Why has it gone to this? What's going on here? This is the man that got onto me, because some of you see me upload it every now and again for taking notes at the game. I'll never let that down, man. I couldn't just let me do my thing. Like,
no, it was funny. I grabbed that one when I went to the Porto game, bro. It's funny, man. I've never seen that before. A man is sitting there writing notes and he's rubbing his chin like that, thinking, bro. Just watch the game, man.
Oh man, that was it. We met 21 Savage, but like, bro, what's the first thoughts that come to mind before I ask you for fixtures? You could see. Obviously, I'll say it if you're just listening. North London derby, obviously against Spurs at home. Then we've got Bayern. Then we go away to Chelsea. Then we've got Brentford. Then we've got Villa away, and also Club Brugge. Then we've got Wolves. Then we've got Everton, and we've got a quarter final against Crystal Palace. Before, obviously, we've got Brighton and Villa at home, and that's the end of the year. So I'm initially kind of focusing on like November to December. Like initially, what's your thoughts when you see this?
You know what's crazy? I'm sure, I don't know if you will agree, but certainly some guys in the chat will agree. When Arsenal drop points, or whatever team you support, when you drop points, suddenly every game looks a bit like, I'm not sure. When you're winning, it's like, win, or whatever. You drop points in one game, you look at them all like, what?
You start doing maths and
that. Like that one, it doesn't look nice at all. I'll be honest, I'm not really like, see the Bayern one. I'd love to win it for the sake of the storyline of it being Bayern and whatnot. Obviously, we owe them a little something for all these years. However,
not a little something, we owe them beats.
Realistically,
granddad and grandma beats, not mom and dad beats, like the elders beats.
But like at the same time, I don't really care as much because like Champions League, the group phase, we're all right there regardless, right? Like obviously, again, you want to win every game.
I think he'll rotate for Bayern.
But yeah, I think the league games are far more important than Bayern and arguably, Bruges, although at home they're very strong. So naturally, Spurs, you'd like to think we win that given how they've been performing recently. Chelsea, they're going to be fighting for their lives because obviously we've slapped their head like good boys for about 4 or 5 years now, where all they have to do is keep on saying, we're a Conference League and the Donald Trump Award trophy, whatever certificate they won in the So like they're obviously they're desperate to get that win finally. There, I've seen them posting the clips of Timber and Maresca and whatnot. Like they clearly, it means a lot to them.
That's their Brentford. That's their Brentford moment with the Tony thing.
Yeah. So if we can just get through that, then obviously Brentford, you'd like to think, we can deal with them long throws at home. We'll be all right. Villa away, suddenly they're good again, bro. It was
annoying, isn't it? Annoying.
Everybody eats team, and then now they're good again, bro. Like, what's your problem? And then Wolves, you should, if we're not beating Wolves, then pack up
respectfully to Wolves, you probably have a new manager, and there might be new managerial bounce kind of chat.
There's no amount of bounce that can beat this team.
That's an everybody eats game. 3 points, bare goals, even a couple man that need goals, like the Kais, the Yokerezes, them kind of games. That's where you boost up your statistics for the end of the season. I can't lie to you. I said this to you on the last live stream. Of course, these are all big games. We're gonna have to earn the right to play. We don't know how we're gonna navigate the squad. There's big questions for Arteta if he rotates or not. All of that kind of jazz. And I know against the top 6 by our own standards, we ain't really done our thing this year, but I do think it's the bogey teams that scare me. Because I said this to you last week, when you look at the run of games, obviously ignoring Prague and things like that, and it's not to discredit these teams because they're all good, but I'm sure people can see, like, we've had the Newcastles, the Brightons, the Palaces, Fulham away, West Ham at home. This was the run of games that made me a bit more shook, if that makes sense. And we've navigated it. And now I'm on like, bring it. It's like, you want to fight me? Let's do this, innit? North London. This might sound mad, but in these 3 games, there's scope for rotation. I reckon he does it against Bayern. Obviously, we dropped points against Sunderland, and we touched on City could make ground. But of the 3 teams, I can't lie. Spurs is the one that you could probably not heavily rotate, but you could probably rotate and still do a thing. I've seen worse teams slap them.
That's the first game as well. Don't boy.
That's why I said it's madness. So I'm not on it.
No. If like the plan is, looking at this right now, Bayern, again, you go with like a strong team, obviously, because again, you want to win. And it just, for me right now, after what they've done to PSG, I'd put them as best in Europe right now, personally. The way that they
I don't want that pressure. They're the best team in Europe,
man. By the ears, they cooked. I'm hoping, if I'm not mistaken, that same, match day or whatever, Chelsea are facing Barca, innit? I think. Or maybe it's the week after, I'm not sure.
You're not wrong.
I think they got Barca. So I'm hoping, and Chelsea and Tottenham, they both need the Champions League points as well, whereas we are kind of secure, per se. So I'm hoping Chelsea go all out against Barca. It's a big glamour tie. And then, if
with history as well.
You know what I mean? If it so happens that maybe a couple little things happen, I'm not going to mention them, then we might be all right for the weekend. So yeah, I'd probably, when I say rotate though, I mean like the rotation where, boom, you swap out a Calafiori for a Skelly. And you don't
Yeah,
really see
that stuff. Not like we're playing in a League Cup. Respectfully.
yeah. Like a Mosquera for Saliba. Like just 3 or 4 changes that guys are fully amped up and rested for the Chelsea game.
A part of me is saying, fuck that, man. You man got. I know it can't be like this, but fuck that. You man play football, bro. I know you know I don't feel like this, but you lot get paid a lot of money. You're on it. There's people going to work, paying bills, bro. You man do your thing, but obviously there's going to be rotation. The only thing, and I agree that the cute and clever rotation against Bayern, it just suddenly dawned on me, as you said, Bayern, best team in Europe at the moment. So can we really afford to rotate? And then obviously, God forbid, that game there goes left, we should be beating Club Brugge. But I'm sure everybody saw that draw against Barca. Like, boy.
No, Bruges are very strong at home, for sure. But we still
And
got...
we're going to the Lions then.
Yeah. But again, I think we got enough to salvage something against Bayern. But again, to be honest, I don't know how seriously Bayern will take, because they might go all out again, because in their league, I mean, they can just do whatever.
They've wrapped it, innit?
Yeah, they won the league already, so they might take it extremely seriously and say, you know what, let's go for blood here. Let's make a statement to the whole of Europe that, like, the PSG thing weren't a fluke. Big up Arsenal defending, but you know, we're not the ones. So maybe they might go crazy. I don't know. Again, if we had the luxury, we'd love to play. Just say, you know what, the best possible 11. You mean, let's keep on playing until someone goes down, and then big up your thing. We'll swap you out. But that's not realistically how football is. Do you know what I mean?
How life plans out, man.
Yeah, like, it's not like, let's say if you're playing FIFA career mode or whatever, you can just play your best team. As soon as someone gets injured, okay, now you sub out. So you do it like after it's happened. So I'm just hoping that, yeah, we get some players back for Bayern, definitely, right? That should be doable. And then let's see how it goes. If we can get through, like I said, Spurs and Chelsea with 6 points, then
we're moving to them, man. Fuck them, man. 4 to 6 points is loading. And again, who am I? I'm just an Arsenal
4
fan.
is not acceptable. I don't like 4. 4 doesn't make Sunderland calm. 6 would be like, okay, you know what?
No. We need 6, but 4 is a thing where I could say, all right, like I can sleep good.
Right.
I want 6. I demand 6.
I wouldn't sleep good because City are going to keep winning their games.
Bro,
they're going to go away Newcastle and get 3 again.
Yo, man, we're doing them. You heard it here first. We're beating Man City at the Etihad. You lot don't see this is part of the movie. You thought everyone watches movies, yeah? It don't always go well like that. It starts a bit shaky, then it looks lit, then there's a bit of shenanigans going on. Trust me, we're winning at the Etihad. We ain't done that since Francis Coquelin and Santi, but we've got them. And you know what? You can't go back in time, yeah. But I would be even more bullish if we beat City at the Emirates. If we took 4 points off Liverpool and City, I'd be looking at it a bit more. Well, every game you got to earn the right to win. For me personally, North London derby, I don't think any Arsenal fan needs to waste time on that. Anytime you don't win that, it's heartbreaking. We need to win that. They don't have a good record at the Emirates. Long may that continue. There's a golfing class between the two sides. Clearly, like, even if, you know, like both of us, we don't do the name brand thing, but you put their 11 out, you put ours out. Come on, man. We should be putting belt to us. Chelsea, beyond the obvious, I've not been happy with the last 2 trips to Stamford Bridge in the Premier League, so I need to see better. Villa, you touched on it. They're finding their form. You know, Emre and the connotations with Arsenal. It is one of those games. If I'm honest with you, and, you know, banter aside, rivalry aside, agenda aside, you know, every game is difficult, all that kind of stuff, yeah. But there was 2 games that, whether the games before, the games I haven't mentioned, they go left or right, yeah. There's probably two games that have my, if I could say I don't think I'm nervous, but if I was nervous or I was a bit apprehensive, I'd say Brentford at home. I don't know why, but I'd say Brentford at home and I'd say Everton away. I know it's not the Goodison Park, but they're the games I'm like, ooh, that's the only ones I'm kind of shook of, if I'm honest, bro.
Oh, to be fair, I don't see the 2, but so is that below? Okay, now I see. All right, I didn't see that one because the message was there.
Yeah, it's my bad. 1 and 2.
Well, good news is, if you were not aware, Skilliman and Ndiaye, he's going AFCON. So that's one massive part of the squad gone.
He's in my FPL. He's going to have to come out, but...
Yeah, so he'll be gone. So don't worry about that one. Again, it's still like they're very strong at home and that, but that's a big factor for them. So should be less apprehensive. Have I helped you a little bit there? Do you feel a little bit more calm?
Helped me a little bit, but the whole David Moyes versus Arteta, I don't know. It's always a bit shaky when we play Moyes. I can't like that.
No, of course. But that's a big component of what has made them so good this year so far. So for me, I didn't see the Everton thing, so I was counting it up until Wolves. Out of those 15, I'll be satisfied with a 13, and the 1 comes at Villa. That's what I'll say. You know what? I can be happy with that. If I get that, I'll be satisfied. Like, then I'll feel like, okay, the league, big up everyone. You done your thing, but
and if we come out with that points kind of tally that you said into the new year, I don't even want to we'll do January on another stream, but lad. And even that's nasty by the Premier League.
Bro, when does it get nice? Like,
like, it doesn't get nice, but like Villa twice in a month. And then look at
January. This is what I mean. The whole vibe changes when you get 1 draw, bro. You start looking at every game like, you know what? That's a tricky game, bro.
Bournemouth away.
2 weeks ago, we're saying, right, every game, boom, clean sheet, win, clean sheet, win.
This is nasty as well. Don't get it twisted. This is kind of nasty as well. Bournemouth away, Liverpool at home, Forest away. Like, don't get it twisted. I've got all the confidence that we can win. I know we can't win them all yet, but like, we're not shaky like that. But you're like, oh, like, I'm sure every Arsenal fan at some point you browse the table, the fixture calendar list, and normally you can see a little run, like, okay,
let's bang like 5 wins here. You know what I mean?
That's not here. Like, it's not in all what we've looked at. It's not really in February. Like, it's not really there in March and May. Even May. This is what I mean. It's part of
May's kind of no. I don't even like it. There's no month that I like here. You know.
VAR. There's no way I can allow you to do that. It's nasty.
Hold on, though. 9th May. That's my birthday as well. Is that the second last game? Yeah. Or third last game. Third last game. Wait.
Playing on your birthdays. We know who we're blaming if it goes left, you know.
I'm thinking the opposite. I'm thinking, is that the day that we wrap it up? Yeah.
Bang your judge, bro. Bang your judge, bro. Like,
I didn't even know it was a day. Fairs.
But this is what I mean. It's part of the movie. Like, this is why we might do it. Look at the movie. You got Bournemouth at home, like away. You got Newcastle and the Eddie Howe stuff. We've had times where the Fulham games have gone shaky. City at the Etihad, we're winning that. Are we playing on my birthday? Oh, thank the Lord. We're not playing on my dad's birthday, to be fair. But we're not playing on my birthday. Palace away. Eze, bittersweet. He scored and that. And we've won the title. We don't want to celebrate.
Yeah, you know when City won the league? Yeah, and he's like Nasri and Cisse and everyone from QPR just like, bro, come and celebrate with us, man. Palace, we welcome you with open arms, man.
We welcome you with open arms,
Bring
man.
your FA Cup even as well if you want, bro. No problem.
Literally, big up our little bros, man. If you got any Ezes and Elises and all those things, let us know. You had a question, yeah. I've heard someone. I've done someone dirty. Smash the like button and subscribe to Amenyah. You had a question. I've done someone dirty, man. They had a question for you. I think it was Sadiq. My bad. I'll find it, man. I'll find it. I ain't gonna do you like that. He asked something about January. Amenyah. Sadiq, if you're there, yeah. Oh, there it is. Don't worry. Amenyah, what position would you strengthen in January if you had an £80 million budget?
80 million at my disposal. I go and I collect. See, this is the issue, yeah. Because he said 80 million. That's a lot of money.
Views on the rate.
If it was like a little 20, 30 M's, I would have said go get like a solid 8. All right, to just bolster the midfield a little bit. But 80 mil, you might as well go get me a left winger, bro. I can't lie, man.
You saved yourself. Just when I lose hope in you, like, yes.
Nah, you might as well get me a left winger, bro. No, well, I mean, the what left winger, I don't know per se, because again, I don't know how much like a Leao would cost. I don't know how much any left winger would cost at the moment.
We can actually look. Like, obviously, I know. I mean, he did get he got the David Ornstein co-sign. I don't know if he's credible or whatever, but if I give him the benefit of the doubt and Semenyo's asked to leave Bournemouth in January, which, considering you signed a new deal, I don't really believe. Does your 8 million go here?
People sign deals to make sure that they're like, as a respecting. Like, I'm going to sign a deal, but you're going to let me cut for 50, 60, whatever.
Apparently, there's a release clause there as well. But why would you want to pay that if you could negotiate?
I don't know. If I have that money available, again, I repeat, I don't know where Berta's getting the piece from because we already spent quite a lot.
One of the wallets.
Bro, Satin got sold. I don't know who or what got sold, but fair play. I don't know if we even have that 80 million. But yeah, I do think, depending on what's happening in January as well with injuries and whatnot, I think a left winger, someone that is quick, that is direct, just add that fresh impetus again where for the final 4 months, everyone's on their toes. Nobody's spot is safe.
It lifts us.
It's a new dynamic to add to the team. The fans are excited again. Because, you know, like, especially this season and last season as well, where the expectation is to win every game. The stadium's a little bit too flat for my liking. I keep on saying it because
You do, you know.
go in, you expect to win, and if you haven't scored in 20 minutes, you start huffing and puffing at every pass. A new signing,
but that's
just
enough though.
Elevates the vibes and the mood a lot. So yeah, I'd say a left winger if I had the choice.
But would you put the 80 million down on Amenyah? Apparently, he's got a 75 million release clause, so you'd have 5 million to put in your bank.
I'll take the 5 mil, mate. No problem. That would do me more than fine.
What about Mr. Rodrygo? Because there are some rumors that he's available for 90 million. And again, I don't know for credibility.
Don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Leave the brother there, man. I can't lie. I rated him, bro. I rated him. But you know, for me, I got cooked for this actually on SDS. I was speaking about Sesko as a mentality per se. And Rodrygo's thing, he's giving me the same kind of vibes, bro, where it's like, brother, can I really get behind you when they've made it clear to you they don't rate your thing? You're not going to be playing.
And you're just going to cry about Real Madrid.
Yeah, and you're just there posting on your Instagram that you're in the gym all the time. Bro, we don't care. Like, they don't rate you and you're still begging it. Like, just leave, bro. Go to somewhere where they're going to rate you. Instead, he's staying there just being a beg. So, unfortunately...
Doesn't want to leave the toxic relationship. He doesn't think he could do better.
Yeah,
humiliation
so like, you know what I mean? I need to have a bit of mental fortitude to you. You know what I mean? We're in a title race. I don't want someone that's going to be there thinking about, you know, life back in Madrid the whole time, man. Allow it, bro.
Oh my God, I miss her. Get over it, man. She's getting doggy by next, man. Rodrygo, come to our team. I see Vinicius training at the Emirates. I hear rumors that Vinicius wants to leave. You know where I'm going with this.
See that one? He is an interesting one because obviously when he failed the Ballon d'Or thing, he definitely kind of threw his toes at the pram. He played a lot worse for the next year. But you know, when Vinny feels like it, that's a demon there, bro. That is like.
But do you think it's an ego problem? Because some people sit there and say, "Oh my God, he's got an ego. Arteta, not gonna like, he's gonna be a headache for Arteta." All that kind of jazz.
I leave that one for Arteta to decide. To be fair, I know that if they have that conversation, he will decide pretty early.
Magalhaes will tell him, "Relax, man."
Yeah, he'll tell you, yo, behave. Like when you come, like just behave, innit? Give him a little pep talk beforehand, like, yo, when you speak to him, just try to like a little respect.
Granted, we're not Real Madrid, but behave yourself, bro. They're saying, I don't know what you think this is. It's not that.
I mean, if he is to leave Madrid, there's not a lot of like, you know, huge options.
City, PSG, right? Saudi, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, aside from Saudi, in terms of like wanting to be at like a serious, you know, European club, PSG have got Fixture, they've got Barcola on the left. You can argue Dembele can play on the left as well. City, they could go City, but obviously right here, right now, Doku has started to show signs of I guess like a Vinny type
Liverpool. Just based on the fact that they've been spending bread.
The thing is, Liverpool could do with him, but their problem is they've got someone who was one of their best performers last year, Gakpo, on the left, Wirtz, who likes to play on the left. They've got Isak and Ekitike, both of whom cannot play at the same time, so one of them will have to go on the left. So when you have like 4 or 5 brothers that can play on the left, again, I don't think Vinny would have been the guy before signing all of these like Isak, Ekitike. Do you know what I mean? Now it's like position-wise, it don't really make that much sense. You could argue like if Chelsea got good again, he would be a good option.
Them, they got the bread. They'll be there trying to get him.
Yeah, but they are doing their under 23 FM thing, innit? Like just buy 400 players and then hope that like 3 of them bang. So it would be a decent one, but yeah, I don't see it happening, to be honest.
What are you saying for Leadis?
I like him. I'd be down for it. The only thing is, again, I do want, like, if it's purely down to me, I would want someone that is like more of a touchline winger. Right, yeah, such as someone that's
proper inside forward.
Yeah, Yield is this thing is like he's a fantastic footballer, right? He's very techy. He's got a good shot on him as well, but he likes to play more on the inside, right? You can argue more, even close to being like a 10, but he doesn't play as a 10. He will kind of drift off from the left, whereas I want someone that's going to stretch defenses. Do you get it? Yield is more like occupy the pockets. He's not going to run in behind, you know, right backs or right center backs. So as good as he is, and hey, I'm not going to say I don't want him. I'll definitely take him. But if you're asking me for one of them, and that's true to be fair, that you know, another valid point is I rate it when players are begging it to come to the club because they're going to give you that extra temp. You know what I mean? So Amenyah, like Arsenal, so they're going to give you that extra percentage at times where, you know, other people may just think, you know what, nah, man.
And they want to be here. We're not doing them a favor. I don't want no one here to do. I don't think any club deserves people that think they're doing them a favor, which is probably my thing with Rodrygo. Of course, if he left and he got the hump about Real Madrid and he's considered this all over and, you know, new beginnings, great. But I don't want you to cry about Real Madrid. I don't want you. Obviously, we know we're not Real Madrid, but I don't want you to think just because you've been at Real Madrid for the vast majority of your footballing career, well, yeah, for the vast majority of it. I don't want you to think, oh, I've done this at Real Madrid. No one can tell me nothing. And I'm not, to be fair, I don't know you from nowhere, innit? Like, we're just going off what we see. Because to us as fans, it's like Real Madrid are always trying to shot you. You're a player that they kind of might sacrifice. I know Vinicius is linked with moves away, but they'll sacrifice you to kind of keep Mbappe and Vinicius sweet. Like, I don't really want that. But if, you know what, better